Everyone doing all right? Cody back again. Right, I did a video yesterday, Christmas in prison. On the back of it, one of my followers, subscribers, asked me to do a video on Email a Prisoner. I'd spoken about Email a Prisoner in a previous video, so let's get into it. Right, so Email a Prisoner is a website, right? The website is www.emailaprisoner.com. I'm going to put it in the description below. It's the cheapest way for you to correspond with your loved one, but the problem is you can send emails, right? Some certain prisons are rolling out now where a prisoner can reply to you via the kiosk. They don't sit there with a laptop in their own cell or anything. What happens is on the kiosk like a job centre point, it's like a computer within a construction on the wing, and you can reply to emails and stuff. As of yet, it's not been rolled out in very many prisons, but the list is on the website for Email a Prisoner, so you'll have to check it out if your loved one can write back. Like I say, with the first class stamp costing 65p, it's an expensive doing it. Prisoners can buy stamps in the prison to reply to you, but normally friends and family send in a book of stamps which don't always get through because some screws are jobs worth cunts and won't let them through. Other screws will let them through, but the best way is to send them a load of stamped addressed envelopes, right, for them to write back to you. But emailing a prisoner is very simple, very easy to do. It only takes a few minutes to set up, and then once you've set it up, you can buy credits. The minimum you can buy is £5 worth, and like I say, you can. So for every email you send, it costs you 40p. Now that's 25p cheaper than it is to send a letter, right? And if you're sending like stamped addressed envelope to your loved one along with the letter, it's costing you £1.30, right? So it's a cheap, viable option for you guys to take in the long run. Because if you've got a loved one that's serving years in prison, right, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, and that's just to correspond, right? And then on top of that, obviously sending postal orders in and things like that. So yeah. So Email a Prisoner is very quick. It's very easy to set up. Normally what happens is every day, every prison is different that I've been in. Again, I've been in 2 prisons. I've been in Forest Bank, Catby and Salford, and Strangeways. In Strangeways, the Email a Prisoner thing, what it would work out at every day, if you send an email, doesn't matter what time of day you send it, they normally print out a batch at about 6:10 in the morning, 6 o'clock, 6:10 in the morning, right? So the following day. And then what happens is later on that day, they normally do the mail run in the afternoon. They wait for the mail to come up from Royal Mail as well, because obviously Email a Prisoner received on a computer, it gets printed off, it gets put into an envelope, and then it goes in with the mail. So when the mail comes from Royal Mail, it goes in with the emails and stuff. The emails are put into that lot, and then they find out what wing the prisoner's on and stuff, and then that'll arrive with the prisoner through his door in the afternoon. So yeah, like I say, it's the quickest, easiest, cheapest option for you guys, because like I say, first class stamps and stuff like that, 65p a time. Like I say, it costs an arm and a leg. So Email a Prisoner, like I say, what happens is how the email comes to the prisoner is it'll come on a piece of A4 paper. It'll say to, obviously, the prison, like the number and the name of the prisoner, from, so it'll be from your loved one, so from you guys. It'll have an address on there as well for you guys, because you've got to put your address on and stuff. And then the email will just like go line after line after line after line. The screws do read these emails as well, guys, so watch what you put in there. Yeah, and then that's that. And then like I say, so then it's put into an A4, it's put into an envelope, sorry, and it's pushed through the prisoner's door the following day. So yeah, it's quick, it's easy, and it's cheap. So that's the best way to do it, guys. It's as simple as that. Like I say, certain prisons apparently are doing this thing where you can reply, and it's going to cost you 25p, right? So that'll come. If the prisoner responds, it will come off your balance. So if you put £5 on, 25p will come off that £5 balance. Like I say, the minimum you can put on is £5. So that's that. But most of the prisons, I've got to be honest with you guys, right? Most of the prisons do not run this reply to Email a Prisoner, right? So then, like I say, it leads on to your loved one either buying a stamp, or if you've sent stamped addressed envelopes in for your loved one, you'll have to use that to reply. because again, there's ways to correspond. Yeah, you've got, like I say, you've got letters, but that, like I say, if you're sending a stamped addressed envelope in with a letter, that's £1.30, right? Every time you send correspondence. Now, the thing is with correspondence, it's a very important part for prisoners, because receiving a letter from a loved one or a card, like, honest to God, it sounds crazy, doesn't it, right? But people that don't write when they're free on the outside, yeah, they don't write. People that might, most people that I know don't write letters. But when you're in prison, prisoners write a lot of letters, right? Once a week, right, prisoners are given what you call OLs, right? OLs are, you get 2 through your door, and what they are, the free letters, right? And prisoners don't have to put a stamp on it or anything. You get an A4 piece of paper in an envelope, pushed through your door. The prisoner then will write a letter to you, the loved ones. They put it into the envelope. They put the address on the front for the loved one who it's going to, and on the lip, on the back of on the envelope in the lip, they'll write the prison number, the name, right? So when you open a letter from a prisoner, you'll see the lip. In the lip, it's the prison number, the name, and what wing or cell they're in, right? That's just how it goes. They're 2 free prison letters a week that the prisoners get to send, but like I say, it's not enough. And like I say, that comes out of, like, the prison pay for that, like the government, the Ministry of Justice, whatever, right? So that's that. Yeah, so like I say, when you send, like, mail to a loved one, or a card, or an email, or a letter, right? I've been inside, right? And when you get letters from your loved ones, the morale boost, you could be having the shittest day. People be in prison, right? People are suffering depressions. People got mental health issues. People are having bad times in prison, right? And just receiving a letter from you, from their loved ones, from the girlfriend, from the partner, from the family, from the ma, from the kids, whatever, right? The morale boost for a prisoner goes through the roof. As mad as that sounds, it's a letter. But like I say, when you're in a deep, dark place, right, everyone's different, right? No con's going to come out and say, oh, yeah, I had an hard time of it. I mean, my head fell off and my head was fucked and all this, right? We're convicts, right? We try and be like men, and we're all hard because we're cons and all that. But that's a load of bollocks, right? Behind closed doors, yeah, every prisoner at one point or another is down in the dumps, depressed. Some contemplate suicide. Some people attempt suicide, unfortunately, and stuff. And a letter can be the difference between life and death in many regards. And that sounds stupid, doesn't it? Sounds over the top, but it's a fact. Like I say, people fall out in prison. People, when you're in relationships in prison, it's a very stressful time, yeah. Prison's a very paranoid place. It leads on to paranoia and stuff. I've covered that in a previous video, relationships in prison. It's a must watch, guys. Really, you'll relate to a lot of what I say in that video. If you've got a loved one that's in prison. Like I say, you cannot put a price on the morale that a prisoner gets receiving a letter or a card, right? This is why I say, if you're going to write into your loved one, if your loved one's just arrived in prison for the first time, right, please listen to me, right? Go to Asda, because Asda's cheaper than places like Max Spielman and stuff, right? Print off pictures, right? Pictures in Max Spielman, yeah, for a load of, like, small, like the usual standard size pictures, right? Costs an arm and a leg in places like Max Spielman, right? In Asda, it's a lot cheaper. So I go to somewhere like Asda, shop around, try and find out your cheapest place, print off pictures, right, and send them in, right, to the prisoners, because it, like I say, it gives them something to focus on when there's no light at the end of the tunnel, right? They could have been sent down to 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, whatever, right? Looking at these pictures, right, along with the letters and the cards and stuff, right, in a dark moment, them pictures, right, that letter, that card, right, could literally make a difference between life and death. I'm being serious, guys. I'm being deadly serious. I don't fuck about in these videos, right? Like I say, prison's a very dark place, right? Like I said, I've related to it in many videos. It's like a roller coaster, right? You'd have your ups and your downs. When you're up, you can be up, but your downs can just come crashing down, right? And people, when they come down hard. So yeah, so like I say, guys, you cannot begin to see how important it is with cards, to sending pictures, and to sending like letters and stuff. It's important. Like I say, email at prison is a cheap alternative. I don't think, right, I think they're trying to do it now where you can attach pictures to emails and stuff, but I don't think it's been rolled out as of yet. Don't quote me on that though. Please feel free to check out the www.emailaprisoner.com. I'm going to put the link in the description below. That's as much as I can really say, guys, on Email a Prisoner and stuff. Like I say, I do these videos because, like I say, I'm trying to help you guys, trying to advise you guys. Not everyone knows how prison works. A lot of people do know how prison works and the system and stuff. A lot of people don't, right? Some of these lads that are going to prison have never been in trouble in their life, right? And they end up inside and your head's all over. You're stressed and worried and anxious for your loved one because prisons are dangerous, volatile, violent places, right? The one the prisoner that's been sent down, your loved one that might have been sent to prison, their head's all over. The first few weeks, right? The first week or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right? When they land at the prison, some of the darkest and most like horrible times ever, where they contemplate suicide. Not everyone, but some people are stronger than others, aren't they? But people contemplate suicide, people contemplate like self-harm, and it goes on, guys, and too many people are leaving prisons in body bags, and I don't like it one bit. That's why I do these videos, guys, like I say, trying to help you guys, trying to advise you guys as much as I can. I'm not a constant professional or anything like that. I'm not educated or anything. I'm just an uneducated street convict criminal, yeah. But like I say, these videos seem to get a lot of good feedback. So like I say, I'm only happy to oblige. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Any other videos you guys have got ideas of, please feel free to drop me a comment and I'll be happy to oblige. All right, guys, speak to you all soon.